He's one of the most famous voices of all time. Host of the nation's top morning show. It's heard coast to coast. And he counts top musical performers like Katy Perry and Lady Gaga as his friends. Elvis Duran not only wakes up millions of you with his iconic syndicated radio show, Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, but he's also gone through some very public changes. Today, Elvis, like you've never heard him before, on life, weight loss, and living out and proud as a new husband.
Get in touch with us now. Go to ElvisDuran.com.
Popular DJ Elvis Duran has always been very candid with his audience. For years, he shared his struggle with his weight. And when I was at his radio show, we took his blood pressure. That was the day that would change his life forever. Elvis, your real blood pressure was 165 over 110. So catastrophically high that you have a chance of having a stroke today. Elvis underwent gastric sleeve surgery in 2014. I'll never forget the moment he walked out on stage looking slim and trim, smiling bigger than I've ever seen him smile before. And ever since he's turned things around, he's been paying it forward and helping others.
What advice do you have for all of us trying to find our happy place?
It's literally just figuring out what makes you happy.
2 years ago, Elvis took an important step on his own road to happiness when he came out of the closet to his millions of listeners. And now, Elvis has taken the ultimate step, this time down the aisle. Just a few weeks ago, I was so proud to watch as Elvis and the love of his life, Alex Carr, tied the knot. The wedding ceremony was about two people becoming one. That's faulty math. The correct math is a magical math. It's 1 + 1 equals everything. Please welcome radio host, newlywed, and my good friend, Elvis Duran. Take it in, they love you. Take it in. I will love you too. Thank you. I'm so happy you're here.
Which one?
You can say whatever you want.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Are these real? Can I eat these?
Yes, please do. Chew
Who
on
wants
them.
to eat some flowers?
They're good for you. Kale flowers. They're brand new.
Oh, God, everything's edible. And the couch. It's good to be back.
It's wonderful to have you. I tell you, I watched you as a close friend, but also admirer. And when you got married this past weekend, it was very special because I saw that culminate, all the things you've been doing for the last decade. But I want to go back a 10-year period. Let's just start at a time where you were in a very different place in your personal life, physically very different, career-wise, in a different spot. How did you get to where you are now, where you're completely on top of the world? And what catalyzed that change?
You know what? I think the best moment of my life, you just saw on that piece before I came out, is when you saved my life. You saved my life. And I promise not to cry because tears have salt, and he tells us salt's very bad for us. You know, I think, you know, for the past 10 years, I've been getting to know myself, and it's making a huge difference. And now I have clarity. Now I can see where I want to go for the next however many millions of years I have left.
When I watched you walk down the aisle, I thought back to even a few years ago when it was not publicly known that you were gay.
Right.
All your friends knew, but you weren't talking about. What catalyzed your decision to be truthful to the millions who adore you and listen to you and trust the wisdom you share with them?
It was them. It was my audience. You know, I was doing a show every day, and so I wanted to better connect with my audience, and there's no better way to do that than to be honest and say, hey, I'm a single gay guy living in New York. I'm striking out, man. No one wants to date me. The dating life sucks. It's relatable. It's connecting. And then I would have people write back to me or text back and say, I'm going through the same thing.
What's the advice you would give to someone watching right now who's where you were 10 years ago? Tons of potential.
Right.
But just not showing up in some of the ways that are really important.
Be aware of the important things and try to brush off the things that just don't matter.
So,
by the way, you have me so nervous right now. Can I just tell you guys? It was a week and a half ago, he stood up at my wedding and gave the best advice to Alex and me and everyone in the audience in the ceremony. And I can't thank you enough.
Well, you're kind of saying...
How much fun did we have? Did you see this guy dancing? Did you show video of him dancing at my wedding?
We destroyed that. My wife destroyed all the evidence.
I've never seen anyone cut the rug.
I'll tell you, I actually posted with 7 steps, 7 hacks for a happy marriage.
Yes.
They weren't my ideas. I went around and talked to a lot of friends, just to see what people who've been together in relationships for long times had figured out. If I run into an 80-year-old couple who's been married 60 years and they're in a blissful relationship, teach me how you did it. I want to understand that. And what I think you do so beautifully is you make us comfortable. And Elvis writes about it in his book, by the way, which is absolutely fantastic, and we'll be talking about it a little bit more. You have the ability to let people open. How did you develop that? That's actually what makes your show, to me, most iconic.
Well, it's what you do every day, and you watch him every day. You're a master at making people comfortable. I mean, if you make your guest comfortable in your home, they're gonna have a good time. If I make my guest comfortable on my show, they're gonna have a good time and open up, you know?
Let me just one little more salacious question.
Okay, get salacious. You wanna get dirty?
Yes, let's do it. What celeb interview?
Stop it.
Absolutely went off the rails for you? I mean, just...
Okay, I don't want to say the Madonna interview was off the rails. I've done 3 or maybe 4 interviews with Madonna. I never felt like I connected with Madonna. I never felt like we had a conversation about anything real. And as it turns out, I've seen other Madonna interviews, and she doesn't really like to give you a lot from the heart. So I want to redo. I want to redo with Madonna. I want to interview her until I finally get to her heart and soul. I mean, otherwise I'm failing. I'm not connected.
So Madonna, if you're watching, here's a rose for you. It's 2 for you. I want you to speak to Elvis again. Allow him to open your heart so we can all see it better. Is that a deal?
Deal. I'm sure she's watching.
I'm sure she is. When we come back, Elvis's weight loss journey, which is an important one. How he went from this to this.
Good
and he
gosh.
kept off every pound, which is what's most incredible.
No,
His
not
secret
quite.
to keeping, well, you look good to me. His secret to keeping the weight off, it's next. We're back with Elvis Duran discussing his new book, Where Do I Begin? Stories. He got me before I could get... There it is.
Gas me up, Dr. Oz.
I sort of remember, he says, from a life lived out loud, which described how he navigated 20-plus years in radio.
Sell me some books. Sell me some books.
Here's a book. It is actually a superbly done book. And I'm going to get some details on it.
You were one of the first to read it.
Was I?
It's weird if you write a book and then someone says, I read your book, you're thinking, oh, Lord, here we go. What'd you think? You actually said you liked it.
I love the book. You know, in the break, you put the flowers on that he was taking out of my plant grouping here. You thought they were fake, didn't you?
I did.
I made
But
points.
they're real.
So,
are we going to make a shake out of those or something?
It's going to be something similar to that. You shared a lot with your audience about this gastric sleeve surgery that you had.
Yes.
It was a very brave move. There are many people that both you and I know, and all of you know, who've had that operation and haven't told anybody about it.
Why? Why would you not share this miracle with people? I mean, it saved my life, without a doubt.
Explain how that happened. 'Cause I agree with you. I think it did save your life.
It's not easy. Some of our listeners said, well, this is the easy way out to lose weight. No. Where's the camera? No, no. It's not. You know, you just, when you first have this done, you can't eat solid food at all.
How did your relationship with food change? Because as good as an operation as it is, there's a good number of people who fail.
I still love food. And when I'm sure someone can relate. When I'm a little nervous or I'm anxious, food, right? Anyone else? Am I the only one there?
Yes.
Food.
Everybody, all of us.
Yeah. The difference is now my stomach is this small versus this small, and so I just can't fit as much in. But 3 years into it, 3.5 years into it now, the stomach it's expanding.
Yeah.
So my relationship with food is now changing. I now need to be careful, more careful about what I put in there.
So I know that you're thoughtful from the moment you get up to when you go to bed at night, but you're so busy in the morning, talking to tens of millions of us, that you've got the shake habit going.
Yes.
Which is sort of good when you have a
It's
gastric
easy.
sleeve, right?
Well, the shake's already done. It's in a bottle. It's in the refrigerator. You open it up and glug, 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 and it's gone. You
I've
know?
got something new for you. Come on over here.
Oh, not
Just
one
a
of these
little- a little
shakes.
something.
Dr. Oz,
Don't
no.
forget the book. Come on.
Oh, my gosh.
This is my Berry Elvis morning shake.
Berry
Elvis morning shake. This is what I'm going to have you do. This is what it looks like when it's
Well,
finished.
wait. I like everything that's in the shake, but not in the same shake. Like you got salad, you got fruit.
What makes it special is you get your fistfuls of leafy greens, no one knows they're in there. The berries overwhelming the taste. And I think if it tastes good, this could be what you do in the mornings to remember me. You get up and you think, I feel very, very Elvis-y today.
Okay. But if I don't like it, I can be honest.
Yes, yeah, we're friends, be honest.
All right.
Oh, it's so good.
That's awesome.
You agree?
Yes.
You agree?
That's good. Okay.
How much weight have you lost?
Right around 120, a little over 120 pounds.
So 120 pounds got me thinking. I have a little surprise. I could calculate 120
going?
pounds. Please.
Why is he always leaving me? Okay, what
I'll
do we
lead
do?
him along with me.
Okay.
So 120 pounds is in radio language 171 microphones,
Okay.
which is a lot of guests that you have on the show. It is 6,857 earbuds. Since you listen to music all the time.
That's how much they weigh?
That's what they weigh. But most importantly, because I'm so proud of you, it's 122 copies of your new book.
All right.
Because you'll need at least that many to feed everybody in this audience and everyone out there. Listen, I'm so proud of you at so many levels. And I applaud you for putting it on paper so we can all experience what you've gone through, gain from your wisdom, and be better for it. God bless you.
I love you, Dr. Oz.
I love you, my friend.
Hey.
All right, so pick up the book. It's fantastic. Where do I begin? Stories that I sort of remember from a life lived out loud. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.